What's going on? Day after Thanksgiving. I had a beautiful Thanksgiving with John Boy and his family. Great food, great people, lots of fun. Came home with a car full of bills, and we had that nice, interesting. Little live chat last night down by the fire pit in the basement. And we talked for about, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes, family and I. And then John Boy came down. And any of you there, or two of you, experience that or see that? That is, again, if John would only let me help him, I think I could do a lot of good. I mean, I'm doing a lot of good just being his guardrails. And by doing so, I do shamanic ceremony every morning, meditation. That kind of gets me out of bed. Mr. Consciousness, do me a favor. Drop me a email, or any of you other folks want to drop an email to the dude awake 42 at Gmail. Leave me your phone number. I kind of misplaced it. Hope all is well. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway. So all you folks who watched the video last night. So John is this karmic, angelic radio antenna. And things are coming like 40 days and 40 nights. You know, we're day 21 of 40 days and 40 nights. We've gone past, you know, the point of no return. Now, we kind of have to prepare. And part of that is shamanic prayer and ceremony. You know? The best all around, I can't talk with my mouth full. The best all around prayer, all around, is Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. As was the beginning, is now, ever shall be, world without amen. That last part, as was in the beginning, is now, ever shall be, world without amen, pretty much says what's going on. And that, you know, in the spiritual realms, things are not linear. They're just not on a line. They're all. That's why the yin yang symbol. As was in the beginning, is now, ever shall be, world without end. So all these morons out there who, end of times, I'm going to be turned into Jello and chopped up to Jesus' flying saucer and go to heaven. All the rest of you are going to go to hell. Well, if you haven't realized it, you're kind of in heaven and hell at the same time. And it's all up to you whether you want to be that angel or that devil, right? What do you want to be? So the simplest part is being in good spirit. And being in Jesus Christ, Vishnu, Buddha, were avatars, ascended masters, and they're always here. It's not like they're coming back. They're always here. So you resonate with that spirit, right? Now, there were all kinds of great prophets who, tried to help us. I don't even fit into that because I don't prophesize. I'm just, your Sensei Al Bob, who's down in the trenches, trying to enlighten isn't the right word. Keep your spirits up. So there's many usual suspects, sock puppets, and powers that shouldn't be that are really working overtime. And you can't tell a player without a scorecard. And that song The Who did, about revolution and won't get fooled again. The most important line is don't get fooled again. Right? And if you don't want to be fooled again, come always from your heart in love's co-creation, right? And serve in every day and every way to bring happiness to others, because that'll make you happy. And it's a pretty simple thing. There's no big all these people that I've known all year are now coming to get you. Al, you have to join this one. You have to be part of it. I am. I'm that little pebble in the pond. And it's too bad I don't, like I said, I can be John's guardrails, but I can help. He helps me more than I help him in that, not in a material sense, in a spiritual sense, because I just see him and everything that he's going through, and it puts things into perspective for me. So that's why, there are a lot of things that I'm just a meat puppet, bag of water, and so my hormones can get riled, but it's a good training because it helps me. Okay, all right, all right, breathe out, breathe. Okay, and then I get back, and I get perspective. Right? And what's truly amazing is like last night, he was going, he's a Libra, so he's doing this, right? So he was like, parroting me, which is great because the words come out of his mouth. Words matter. That's why I'm so particular about words, because words do matter. And so him parroting me, my words come out of his mouth, and it will resonate in his voice box, which will resonate in his heart. And it may change that aspect of him being stuck, maybe she'll come back. Come on. She's told him, don't touch me. I don't want to be with you. Get away, And he keeps trying to go there. Put up, look at his videos of her, he's always like focusing on her body parts instead of her, no one likes that. Again, that's not John. That's his neurotic programming. Well, and all men are dogs, We hump your leg every now and, and depending on, okay, all right, breathe out. Depending on how well you can do that is how well you can get away from your programming, even though I was blessed by my environment of being, why do I, I'm like a rolling stone, but I catch a lot of moss. So I've been around loads and loads of people who have affected me in the most positive of ways. And I wasn't around my family that much, but the little bit I was the time when it was being, my dad, he could be a monster, but he was a great guy too. Same with my mom. And I was very blessed to be with them when they were their best, right? And that's all we really have to do to fix this planet is be our best. Because what's going on now, I mean, what's going on in California, that is not our best. You know, that we are watching right in front of us genocide. All these fires were, cabal manufactured, You look at all the pictures, especially those drone pictures where they're like, kind of come in and they're light enough and hover around and they're high enough. So you see the house is dust. Yet the trees are still there. The grass is still there, So it's very much a interesting environment. We're at 200 wars. We're killing thousands of people a day. This ain't a war on terrorism. The guys dropping the bombs are the terrorists. This is this is a war on humanity. This is Agenda 21. This is the Georgia Stones. Come on, guys. But all of that is impotent compared to Father's and the blessed love of love's co-creation. All this is an illusion, but we don't have to do it. And all we need to do is go into a state where we are our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. That's what it's supposed to be. And come on, family. Just start throwing those little pebbles in the pond, and it'll become a tsunami of love's co-creation. Okay? Anyway, so that's 12 minutes and 25 seconds. That's a shorty. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying here. So many morsels. Well, anything more you guys have to say? Any questions before I head off into my day down in the valley? Finish up my breakfast. Nope. A little oatmeal in my shirt. But that's the norm. Lemon water. I've eaten my beard before. It's not that tasty. Well, it's gotten cold here. It was about 29 degrees last night. But in Ontario, it was minus 17 Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that's like, 30 below. Doesn't sound like global warming to me. Kids, go look at Oppenheimer Ranch. Best weatherman I know. He's funnier than funny, and it's just a great sight. I mean, you want to know the 411, he gives you what's going on in the weather at least 2 or 3 months before, because he's not looking at what weathermen are looking at. He is looking at the sun and what the planets are doing to us, because that's where weather comes from electromagnetics. Warm up your belly. What are my plans for today? Well, let's see. There are a couple people who wanted to see me, organizational folks of alleged social community things, the United Way and Goodwill and guys like that. And their whole funding model is going bye-bye. So they're like kind of freaking out. And then there are a few folks who are, I don't know what even to call them, the usual suspects. You want to take me out to lunch? Hey, somebody want to buy me lunch? Give me a gas card. I'm down for it. Because I'm down to like 39 cents in my bank account. Well, a little bit more. I had to always keep $10, so they close it and try and open a bank account in these days. Ooh, not so good. I kind of you have to keep that little string of water for the stream. Grab my coffee. So I was going to go to the library and do some research. And if there are any interesting old crones there, I was going to go online and do a live chat. And I try to do that. Whenever I run into interesting people and I can grab a hold of, a Wi-Fi, I try to do that. Like that guy in the hot dog stand. What? I videotaped that on my phone. It was maybe 20 minutes, and it took 6 hours to load up. Say it's not so. But up here at the school, I got the best pipe there is. So anyway, that's my schedule. That's my plan. I should be back up here. I made a nice Thanksgiving stew. And, Tom wanted to throw all the food we had from Thanksgiving. I mean, that's like $100 worth of food. He doesn't buy, I have to buy food. And I said, forget it, John. Just don't eat what you don't want. Up here. This was given, well, half of it was given. The other half I bought. But, he said, let's not have carbohydrates. I said, okay, just don't eat them, Anyway, that's really all we have to do is just follow the path that we want to prescribe, not, I'm not going to do, I'm not going to eat any carbohydrates and then eat a whole loaf of bread. I'm not going to do, and now, we're all suspect of this. I mean, hey guys, listen, I weighed 570 pounds, I was like a beached whale. Now I'm down to 210. How did I go from that to that? Well, it took 3 years, but I basically changed my diet and, Father and love's uncompromising love and forgiveness, and that's what we have to do. We have to forgive ourselves. If we want to get anywhere, take that first step. We have to forgive ourselves, what's his name? I mean, why he's stuck, why everyone's stuck. It's because, I can tell myself. I was stuck when I was taking care of my parents for 28 years because part of me wanted to do it because I had nothing to do with them until I was about 35. Then I said, okay, they're going to die soon. See, but I thought they'd die sooner than later. I didn't realize they were going to last another 28 years. I just took too good care of them. Not really. I'm just glad because even though it was frustrating and my dad stuck the knife in me so many times, I was like a pincushion. Here comes John. See what happens. Hey. Hey, buddy. So you moved all that wood. That's good. That's an exercise right there.
Oh yeah, sure. It was, but not without the muscle. It doesn't quite do it.
Come on, moving the body. You look better now.
Oh, you're filming a video. Could you hear me yelling up there?
No.
Oh, great.
No, didn't get you. The only time we found out that you were yelling was
It was when I came down, and all of a sudden, when I'm having to break because I haven't had food for so long, all of a sudden you capture it on camera and video.
No, didn't
when
do.
I start being negative.
No, you're just putting it down right now. Didn't capture any of that.
It's all on a live chat. I can see it.
Yes, you're doing it now. You don't have to say this stuff.
I'm gonna eat food. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck if this is here or not. I would eat whatever the fuck I feel like regularly when I'm on my own.
Okay.
And I don't want some people fucking listening to me when I'm annoyed.
Okay. I can turn it off. I'll turn it off.
I mean, you can keep filming for yourself, but like,
I'll turn it off. Not a
I
problem.
wasn't planning on an audience right when I'm really hungry.
Not a problem.